How long is too long to sit at a green light? How long until your patience runs out and you're blowing the horn? Now, on the Brew.
Alright, don't you hate it when people sit at a green light? So Joel, how long till you lose your patience and you blow the horn? Get the hell out of my way!
So I usually give people a couple seconds. I give them a little bit of grace, but I'll look up and see what they're doing. Like if they're clearly if their head is off to the side, like they're clearly digging, they're not paying attention. And I'm probably I'll still give them a second to just, like by the time another car goes past you and you can see that out of your peripherals, if you still haven't figured it out, then I'm gonna honk. But for the most part, I don't do it right away. I make sure that they have a little bit of time to see it. And if they're doing something innocent, it's just a small honk,
All right, no patience here in the tri-state area. New York City metro area, you got 0 seconds. That light turns green. It's like the Indianapolis 500 began and go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What's your answer, though?
0. No. As soon as it turns green, if you're sitting there, burp, get it moving. Because the other problem is if you don't hear in the tri-state, the guy behind you is going to take off and you're going to get yourself into a fender bender. Nobody has time here in New York, New Jersey area. Now, back home in Pennsylvania where I was growing up, where life's a little slower, Pittsburgh, up to 3 seconds, and you give them a nice little grace period. But here, the tri-state metro, no. But I think that also, it's an argument because it depends where you live in the United States or even on the world. Some places move faster than others. Florida, you could probably sit there for 45 seconds and nobody's going to do anything. Texas, you probably got about 2 seconds and then people are going to start shooting guns. So it all depends where you're at. That's my point.
Yeah, well, obviously, it does depend where you're at. My answer was just general. I know that the tri-state area is like that. Matter of fact, you're going to have to be the guy inching up. You don't even have time to honk. You got to go around them. Or someone's going to, like you said, someone will go in front of you. Whereas if you do that in smaller towns, someone will try and fight you or shoot you. So there's a big difference between the two.
Yeah, you got to be careful in this day and age too. You tick off the wrong guy behind you, they are going to start firing shots no matter where you're at now, because that's just what we do in America now. We all have guns, we fire things. I mean, it's how we solve problems. But our viewers have their suggestions. Let's see, what do you guys think? How long till you blow that horn at a green light? Rafa Guitar says, never blow the horn. There are Republicans with guns out there. Okay, I didn't read that ahead of time. Milsey says, when I'm in the passenger seat, I beep the horn as soon as it flicks green. Then the driver goes mental. That's nice. Christine says 3 to 5 seconds and try to give the gentle tap. Oh, she's doing a little toot. Asher says 5 seconds. Steven says 10 seconds. Nick says 10 seconds. And final answer, Starman says, I'm usually the one getting the horn blown at. With that said, 15 seconds has to be the max. You sit there any longer and you could cause an accident. Good point. I didn't think about that. You might cause an accident.
Starman's too busy watching the Brew when he's driving. No, 15 seconds I feel like is way too long. I mean, obviously you're stuck in a traffic jam if you're answering 15 seconds, because if it's just me and you on the road and it's one lane and it's been green for that long, I mean, that's longer than most YouTube ads now. So I feel like there's going to be a lot more impatient people, and especially with younger generation being more used to instant gratification. So going forward, this number is only going to decrease when you add up all the answers.
Well, here's my question. 15 seconds, that's usually how long those green arrows in the turning lane last. So what do you do? Just sit there and wait for light to cycle again and again?
Doing that. I don't know anybody that's doing that. I don't know anybody that's doing that.
Oh, you'd be surprised. There's some bonehead somewhere out there. I'm sure it's not paying attention or on their phone, and I hope they are watching the Brew like, oh, the light is turned, or some Uber driver playing around on the thing.
Starman's answer, it was specifically Starman's answer was 15 seconds, so he was talking about waiting for 15 seconds. So it's like, that's what I'm talking about. No, I don't know anybody that's waiting for 15 seconds, Joe. Obviously, there's people that aren't paying attention. Obviously.
I know. It's like the worst thing here, like when you light does turn green, but say you're stuck in so much traffic that you actually can't move forward in the intersection. That's where I start losing my mind. I'm like, no, I need to get through this light. It's green. I got to go forward. So it was crazy. And when I rode those Waymo self-driving cars in San Francisco earlier this year, as soon as that light turned green, they kind of like slowly took off. Like it didn't launch, but they actually did a pretty good job of like kind of moving forward. So it was interesting to see how a computer didn't really wait at all for a car, unless of course something was in front of it. So that's interesting little juxtaposition there.
You're saying you're welcoming our robot overlords?
I don't think we have a choice in that matter. It's just the way everything's going. But all right, well, yeah, average answer though looks to be from our friends' answers 5 5 to 10 seconds. Really, you're out of patience at 10 seconds. 5 seems to be a nice round number. Or here in the tri-state, 0. But all right, there we go. Well, thanks for all your great answers this edition of The Brew. And if you want to see more, click on the like, subscribe button for all the fun here on the big Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. And it takes you seconds to push that like and subscribe button down the corner. And we thank you for doing that too. And please drive safely. If you are going to drive and watch The Brew at the same time in your car, hands-free unit, people. Hands-free.
Hands-free. Do it like my dog licks his dick. Hands-free.
Not touching that one at all. Not any part of that. Yep, we're out of here. Hey, Thens, think about that green light and that horrible image you just put in your head. All right, Jersey Joe Nahan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, I hope.
The Christmas fun has begun on Kicking Back with Jersey Joe. From kids' letters to Santa to an AI Christmas song,